everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd share with you a little trick that makes life so much easier when you have a multi-layered vinyl image on your screen that you want to layer onto maybe some wood or some glass or something like that. So this shows you how to do it, how to make it easy and line up your project every time perfectly. So let's jump straight into how to do it. So this is the design that I've chosen today to use. It's a witch's hat that is available on Cricut Access. There may be a small charge if you haven't got a subscription. I will put the image code up on the screen for you. Make sure you put the hash tag in on the start of the image code if you're searching for it. I will show you how to do that now actually. If you just go onto images there and then you just type into the search box and it will come up for you. So let's cancel that. So the first thing I want to do is just go up to the top here and resize my hat to 10 centimeters. And because I haven't opened the padlock there, it will resize in proportion with the width and the height. So that is the size I'm going to use today. This image does have 4 layers, but I'm not going to use the grey one because I like it better without. So I've just hidden that one for now. Okay, so first things to do is to go over to your shapes menu and grab a shape. It can be any shape, whatever you like. I'm going to choose a triangle for this one. And what I'm going to do is just make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to duplicate that triangle. So I've got 3 on my screen, okay? And what I want to do now is ungroup my witch's hat. So I've got all my layers accessible. So everything is there now, okay? In fact, I'm going to get rid of this grey one because I don't want it to get confusing. So I've got the 3 on the screen here now. And what I'm going to do is make each triangle the same colour as one of the layers of my witch's hat. So the easiest way to do this is just to go up to the top and just change the colours to be what you've got on your screen for your witch's hat or whatever your project is. So those 3 colours now are exactly the same as what I've got in my project, okay? So now I'm going to select all of my triangles and then I'm going to go up to the top, click on a line and then choose centre. That has now put all of my triangles on top of one another, exactly where I want them to be. So now what I need to do is just select all of my hat and I'm going to move it over so it's a bit closer. And what we want to do now is attach our layers of our hat to one of the triangles in the corresponding colour. So the easiest way to do this is to click on your triangle on the right hand side and then select your witch's hat layer as well, or the layer whatever it is you're using in your design. Then we're going to go to attach, okay, and those 2 are together. So then we're going to do the same thing. So click on the triangle, click on your hat and hit attach. And then the same for the black one and hit attach. So everything is together now. So if we go up to click on make it, this should mirror our screen entirely, and it does, which is perfect. So let's start off by looking at our mats now. So it's got basic cut for all 3 layers and you can see them all there. So now we're going to go over to the Cricut and cut this out. Right then, so here are the 3 layers of the witch's hat and I've just cut them out. They're just on normal vinyl and I've attached them back onto the mat just for ease of placing them now. And I'm going to use just some clear transfer tape today. You guys, if you've been watching me for a while, will know that I prefer the paper, this stuff, the paper transfer paper, which is low tack, because I do a lot of balloons and things and that doesn't damage balloons. But for this project I need to be able to see through it, so I'm going to use just some regular transfer paper, transfer tape, and this is just like book covering, like what you'd use for school. It isn't actually transfer tape per se, I guess. It's actually just plastic see-through stuff, and because it's really sticky I'm going to take it off and just pop it on my jeans a couple of times and take it off just to take off a little bit of the stick. So if there's a bit of fluff on it, that's why. Right, so there it is. So now I need to look at my design on the screen and figure out which way round it's going to go. So the bottom layer is this one, and the first layer that I'm going to put on is the green. Okay, so let's just take away that one. I'm going to pop that one in the bottom right hand corner. Right, so this is my transfer tape. Let's just pop that on. You can see the fluff off my jeans probably. Okay, so just pop that on there, and I'm going to just use my scraper tool just to go over that nicely. Okay, and I'm going to take this off the mat now. So just move that to one side. Give it a good press down with your scraper. I just want to make sure that we've burnished that really well so that it comes off easily. It should do, because this is quite sticky still. Let's just get that on there. Okay, so here is our first layer. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is line up my triangles like I did on the screen on Design Space. So I want them to be completely straight with one another. Take your time. You don't want to be able to see any orange at all. Oh, that's not quite right. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now you can see that the triangle is covered up entirely. So that means now that everything else should also line up. So I'm just going to get my scraper tool again. Give it a good press down, then we can peel back. Missed a bit there. Just peel back that just there. Okay. Then we're going to do exactly the same thing with the black layer. So I'm going to try and use the same piece again. Let's pop it on there. Again, a really good burnish down with the scraper on both sides. Okay, and peel back the backing paper from the back. Bring back our design. Okay, so you can see that is on there. I'm just going to use my fingers this time. And then I'm just going to give that a good burnish again. Peel back the transfer tape. There we go, and now that is perfectly layered. So you could actually leave this on and use this to transfer it to whatever you're going to put it on. But what I like to do is take off the transfer paper or the transfer tape and then just peel away my guide there. We can just get rid of that now. So now you can put some transfer paper or transfer tape on here and transfer it onto your project. I saw this technique on, I think it was Cricut's Instagram last week or the week before. So if you want to see it on there, just hop over to their Instagram and have a look at it. The reason that I've redone the video like this on YouTube is so that there's a little bit more of a detailed explanation of how to do this, because I know TikTok's brilliant and a lot of people use TikTok, but sometimes people need a little bit more explanation on how to do it, and maybe going a little bit slower through things. Instead, TikTok's really fast paced and it's brilliant if you know what you're doing, but if you're new to Cricut or you're new to crafting like this with vinyl and stuff like that, then sometimes it's easier if someone's going a bit slower. So head on over to Instagram to see this on the Cricut Instagram page. They were actually just using squares, and I thought it was such a brilliant idea. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. If you have, I'd love to see you again for the next one, so don't forget to subscribe. Drop me a like and any comments or questions that you have down below, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So all that is left to be said is have a great week, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!